Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a trying new makeup. I just have a bunch of stuff that I'm excited to play with and I want to get my hands on it, but I want to do it on camera with you guys. So if you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I do a ton of trying new makeup hauls, first impressions, reviews, just a bunch of stuff. So I have the new J.Cat Beauty. This is their new Skinsurance Max Coverage Foundation. This is brand new, as well as the Too Faced Peach Concealer, as well as the brush. So they came out with this little brush, which looks really interesting. I also have this eye cream from Fourth Ray Beauty that I wanted to play with, as well as the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. I was going to say Tarte because I was looking at other Tarte stuff. Tarte, I have the Maracuja Miracle Mist. This is a setting spray. And then I also have this new cream bronzer I thought looked really, really beautiful. Hopefully it blends beautifully. For powder bronzer, I have the Alamar Cosmetics Trio. I bought this. And then I also have a M Cosmetics. This is their newest blush. They came out with like a pinky one I used recently. This is a more orange one. I also have a Whewww blush duo, so I don't know exactly which one I'll use. I just kind of play it by ear. I have ColourPop sponges, so we'll play around with a couple of these. Also from Wander Beauty, I have their new palette. I thought it looked neutral and really pretty in like springtime. And then I also have this Hank & Henry lipstick. I really want to do like a bright lip because I feel like I always do a nude lip. So we're just going to play around, do a full face of makeup, see how these products work. For new here, I would love for you to subscribe and let's go ahead and begin. So to give my skin some glow, I'm going to go in with my NARS Radiance Primer. This is one of my favorites. As you can see, I'm probably going to be out of it soon. So I'm just going to apply this all over. I love this product. It gives me like a nice glow. It's very thin in texture. It's one of my favorites. So for under the eyes, I wanted to go in with this new Fourth Ray Beauty. This is called the Daily Eye Cream. So this is the sister company to ColourPop and it's really affordable. So I thought we would try this out. I really like the Glam Glow eye cream, but I am not like religious with my eye cream as I should be. So I'm just gonna apply this. I don't think it has a scent, which is nice. Some of these brands get a little out of hand. I think I applied too much, but it'll be all right. Feels nice and hydrating. Really what I look for in an eye cream is something that doesn't burn the skin or irritate the eyes. Like if I feel stinging around my eyes, I won't use it. So I am gonna take a little bit of my Tarte Smoothing Primer. I love this. Just put this on the pore area to prep for foundation. I feel like the whole coronavirus thing is like going crazy right now and I'm like a little freaked out. I was one of those people that was like, oh, it's fine. I don't know. I guess I was just like, maybe because I work from home and I'm not out on the subways or anything like that. I just felt like it's fine, but it's like Italy is like really bad right now. And then like the NBA players are now getting it and celebrities and stuff. Not to say they're like immune, but it's just crazy. Like last night we were laying in bed and my husband was watching, I thought it was the Oklahoma NBA, whatever. I'm not the best at sports, but he was watching it and like all of a sudden the announcers were like, okay, everybody just go home, don't panic. And it was like, what? And then they confirmed that one of the NBA players is positive for the coronavirus. And then I think another one also, I just got an alert. So I'm like, alrighty, it's spreading. It's really scary. Okay, I'm taking a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury. I have this monstrous zit that is trying to torture me. I literally texted my friend Cheryl yesterday and I said, if this zit doesn't die, I will. Like 3 days I've been using Zit Sticka, which really helps. Really, I've just been using patches. Like I haven't been putting medication on it, but it is angry and it's still like I can feel it. It's painful. This is going to be like a week-long visitor that I didn't fucking invite, you know? I have a little bit down here. And the reason this came about is because I have these little like, I don't know, closed comedones and I couldn't figure out really what was like causing it. Maybe it could be stress, hormonal, but I picked and then it became a massive zit. So that was my fault. But now I'm like really being tortured by it. Okay, so now, So now I want to go into this ColourPop blending sponge kit. I think this is really cool. I used to be a beauty blender kind of bitch, which I really do like beauty blenders. Like I still like them, but I'm not as finicky now. Like I can use pretty much anything that's soft and blends. Like there's a lot that I really enjoy. Nakia Joy, Allure or Allery Cosmetics. The Stands Out sponge is nice. I don't know, Real Techniques, whatever. It's like, I like a lot of different stuff. I like the Tati Blendiful. So the fact that ColourPop is coming out with these, this is the Full Beat Blending Sponge Kit. So you get 5 in here. So one has silicone, one is, what does this say? Complexion, Hourglass, what is this? Detail and Velvet. So Velvet's supposed to be like the Juno & Co. So I think today I'm going to use the Detail. This reminds me of just like the Dose of Colors one I really like. And then I think I'm going to use, not the Velvet, the Complexion. So I'm just going to use both of these today. The silicone thing I think is a little gimmicky. Let me show it to you, I guess, if you're interested. So you can see close up. There's like a little bit of silicone in the center. The Hourglass looks very much like, kind of like the Flower Beauty, I want to say. They have a nice squish to them, a nice level of plushness, if you will. And then we have the Velvet one, which feels very similar to the Juno & Co., which I like those too. I tend to like these dry, the Velvet dry. So I'm going to use today the Detail, and I think this is called the Complexion. The Complexion has a little slant on it, and then the Detail is just like a little kind of teardrop. I'm going to quickly wet these off camera, and then we will start on the foundation. Okay, so now I want to go in with foundation. This is the JCat Beauty Skinsurance Max Coverage Silky Foundation. I have the shade here, Soft Taupe. I'm hoping this will work for me. It says that it is a long-lasting, weightless, luminous, natural glow foundation. I'm curious. I love their Aquasurance powder. I've raved about it. And then I also do like their concealer is nice too. I mean, if you're looking for an affordable option, it has a pump on it. Hopefully this shade will work for me. I think it'll be fine. So it's kind of like medium thickness. I have no idea what to expect in terms of coverage. I'm gonna go in, I think this is the Complexion. Yeah, so it has that flat side. So I'm gonna start blending this in. So I would say good medium coverage. I think FedEx is outside. Here's what the foundation looks like. I don't know if I would say dewy. It looks almost matte to me, but it looks, I mean, pretty good. I want to go in next with the Matte Instant Coverage Concealer. This is the new Peach Concealer from Too Faced. Very similar vibes to like the NARS concealer, but I don't know. We also have this brush here. This is the Mr. Cover Up Concealer Brush. Looks really small. So this is in the shade Pound Cake. This is what it looks like. It smells very heavily. Woo! That'll get your sinuses opened up. Very heavily of peach. I hope it doesn't irritate. So I'm actually just going to go in with the little brush and start applying. Pull it. I guess we'll just do one eye and see. This is a interesting formula. Could be because I'm using this brush. What do we think? Definitely brightened everything up. I want to try a sponge on the other side. It's interesting because this is emollient and thick, but it also feels a little dry to me. So I'm actually going to go in with the Detail sponge, which, I mean, this is a big sponge to be calling it the Detail sponge. See what we prefer in terms of application. So I definitely feel like I don't have a ton of coverage with a sponge, but it's creasing pretty heavily with this brush. I don't know if I'm loving this. So I'm gonna go in and apply this to get that coverage, and we're gonna go ahead and set it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply. Try to blend this out. It looks nice, like when I blend it out. I'm actually going to set just the under eye area. I'm gonna use the Too Faced Peach Perfect. I love this powder. So I'm gonna just set on the lid and the under eye. It looks nice and smooth. So I do actually like it a lot more once I set it. It looks really nice and smooth. Like really smooth. that foundation too. So now I want to go into this new Breezy Cream Bronzer from Tarte. I have the lightest shade here called Seychelles. This feels very creamy when you touch it. So I'm actually going to use this really small IT Cosmetics brush and dip in. I have no idea how this pigment will be, so we're just going to kind of try to work it on the skin. Again, this is the lightest shade. So they only have 3 shades, but the deepest shade was pretty deep, which I was happy about. I usually am a like powder bronzer type of person. I just feel like if creams get patchy, then you're kind of like screwed. This looks pretty nice so far. Color looks nice. So just making sure I blend everything in. Stippled it on there, and then I'm gonna actually use this sponge to blend it up. I actually think I like it with a sponge better, so I'm just using the sponge now just to add some warmth. It's blending nicely. So I actually think that blended pretty nicely. I definitely want to set the face because I just have to set my face. So I'm going to quickly, oh my God, I just remembered I forgot to use the e.l.f. Damn it. Okay, we'll use that in another video, but I'm gonna set my face off camera quickly and then we'll move into the other products. Alrighty, well, I did my brows and set my face and we're having some problems. So I wanna zoom you in. My under eyes look like all my coverage is gone. I don't know when that happened. It just decided to vanish. I can see all the blue under my eyes. It's almost like it literally just patched off when I set it. It just moved the concealer. I also am noticing patchiness on this side from the bronzer. Now, it wasn't patchy until I set it, but I have to set my makeup. So that's why I want to do cream so badly. But this is why I never do, because they get patchy. So I'm going to have to save it with powder. I don't know if you can see that patch right there. Now, it could be the foundation, could be bronzer, could be, well, I don't know what else it would be. I want to go in next with the Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Brighten and Bronze Complexion Trio. I got the shade Medium Tan. So there's a brightener in here, and then it says it's a bronzer and a deepener. I'm really going to try to use this to cover up that patchiness and just, I don't know what to do about my under eyes because I feel like it looks so blue. I am actually going to go in with a little brush into the brightener shade and see if, ooh, that actually did add brightness. Okay, maybe this can help a bitch out. Woo! Trying new makeup, I really love doing them, but I have to say, when the foundation or concealer, when the complexion products go left, I just feel, I don't know, I get discouraged because I just feel like everything looks rough and I can't save it. I feel like you can save, you know, like a blush that's not very pigmented or a highlighter that's maybe a little glittery or an eyeshadow, but I mean, that did brighten a little bit. I just feel like I'm looking rough. So to bronze up, I'm gonna use this big powder brush from Nabla. It's really nice. And I'm gonna go into the middle shade, the bronzing shade. So these look like they have a little bit of a sheen. Definitely bronzed up. I'm hoping that I can cover the patchiness. I have to say, I really want to wear more cream. Like, I really do. And I feel like a lot of people that are combo or oily want to, like I do. But I have to set, and I feel like it's so finicky. Cream products just lift on me. I will say there's an exception. The Tower 28 cream blushes are incredible. I could use them over powder. I could powder over them. They're so beautiful. I just feel like there's this patch right in here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to save it. I want to go in next with the M Cosmetics Faded Clementine Blush. So this is their new one. They had a really nice like pink one. This one is more orange. These are very powdery. So I'm going to apply this. Ooh, that's pretty. They have like a glow to them, but it's not like glitter. And go heavy with the blush. Put a little bit on the sides of my nose here. Yeah, you can see that glow. I really like that. And of course I probably went a little too crazy, so I'm gonna go in with my Sonia G brush. I wanna go into this new Wander Beauty palette. It looks really beautiful. And I'm gonna go into the shade Sunkissed, and I'm just gonna kind of blow this out all over the lid. This is their newest palette. So I'm just kind of sweeping this all over the lid crease area. I think for the lid, I'm gonna go in with this shade called Daydream. And just kind of, this feels really creamy. And just kind of apply this to the lid area. These shimmers almost feel like creams. Definitely fall out though, you can see, but I feel like this is a nice kind of minimalist palette. I'm gonna take that first brush that we used and just really smoke this on the lower lash line. So for highlighter, I wanna go into this ColourPop You're a Catch. I've really been liking this actually. It's like really intense. Okay, so I curled my hair, put some lashes on, and then I freaking got liner all over my eye. So it's just been a grand old time. I'm just trying to not scrap this video, so please bear with me. So this is the matte liquid lipstick from Hank & Henry, and the shade is, this is in There Goes My Phone. It's just, this video is a mess. Please stay with me. Okie doke, gotta turn it on silent. So this is the matte liquid lipstick in Muneka. Listen, I don't know how to pronounce that. This just looked like a beautiful, like warm mauve. Well, not mauve, like a warm kind of barn red. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this and hopefully it ties everything together. Ooh, this smells great. So I went ahead and applied the lipstick and it's really pretty. The shade is really pretty. It smells really good. It's nice and pigmented. I want to go in with this Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist. It's a continuous spray like the Morphe spray. I don't really smell anything, but it's supposed to give you a dew. So let's go ahead and set this makeup. Very light mister. I mean, very similar to the Morphe. I feel like it did give me a little bit of hydration. I'm gonna let it sink in. All right, guys, here's my finished makeup look. And to say that that was a train wreck is an understatement. So I have this J-Cat foundation. Honestly, it looks okay. The bronzer got patchy and the concealer was not great. So I want to give this another try. I don't want to blame this just because like my forehead and everything else looks pretty normal to me. So I'm undecided on this. I really can't give my thoughts because all of the other products were kind of a little bit of a mess. The Fourth Ray Beauty eye cream I really did like. It didn't sting, it hydrated. Again, I don't know if that's why the concealer got a little bit weird, but I do like this. I'll have to keep trying it out. In terms of the concealer, I am disappointed and I just have to be real with you guys. I don't know what it is. It's a thick formula, but it's drying. It creases a lot. And then once I set it with powder, it kind of moved, which was really weird. Like once I set it with powder, it's like the powder just kind of gunked it up and pushed it aside. And I used a powder that I love. I'm really disappointed in this. I mean, I'm going to keep trying it, but I still feel like I have that blueness and it was only when I set it. So I don't know what happened with that. I actually do like the concealer brush though. It looked really small, but it did apply nicely. So I think this will become one of my favorites, but whew, the concealer, it just looks so dry yet heavy. I don't know how to describe it. I am disappointed in it. The sponges from ColourPop were nice, just normal, typical sponges. I feel like if you're a beginner or you just cannot get yourself to spend $20 on a beauty blender, I think these are $7 each, or you can get the set for $20, so 5 for $20. There's so many sponges out there though, you can just, you know, you can do whatever you want. Really weirded out too by this Tarte bronzer. It swatches beautifully and it actually went on the skin nicely. Now again, keep in mind, I'm using a new foundation, a new cream bronzer. That's the thing about these trying new makeup is I'm trying to try as many products as possible, but sometimes things don't play well. So this actually really looked nice until I put powder on it and then it got patchy. I have to set, so I will try this again, maybe with the foundation that I love and see if that maybe works better. So I'm undecided on this. I really like the M Cosmetics blush. I mean, I do actually like my makeup from afar. It's just when you get up close, you're like, whoa, what's going on in those under eyes, girl? I actually love this blush though. It's so pretty. Let me swatch it for you. This M Cosmetics. They truly do these blushes beautifully in the sense that there is a radiance, but they do not have glitter or chunky shine or anything like that. The formula on these reminds me of the Buxom Wonderlust blushes where they have a radiance to them, but it's not chunky glitter, so highly recommend this. I also really like this ColourPop highlighter. I've been using it quite a bit. It's called You're a Catch, and it definitely is kind of that Super Shock formula, but it's in a big pan. Really, really pretty, very intense though. If you like more natural, you will not like it, but it does give you like that beautiful kind of Facetune look. In terms of the Alamar Cosmetics, the brightening actually did brighten, so I was pretty impressed with that, just kind of helping out my situation that was dire, let's say that. And then I used this bronze and it was really nice. Again, everything was kind of a train wreck, so I can't judge these products fully until I keep using them, but my first impression on this is nice. Also, really like this Wonder Beauty palette. It blended beautifully. I feel like this is a minimalist palette. I feel like if you're going on vacation or something, just throw, you know, this in the crease, this on the lid, this in the crease, this on the lid, whatever. It's just really nice. The shimmers are really nice and intense and they feel creamy. I mean, when you put your finger in, it is like foiled. So I'm going to swatch some of the shimmers for you. So, I mean, you can see these are intense, intense foils. There's 4 mattes in here and then more shimmers. So again, that's why I say minimalist. You're just gonna kind of rub a shimmer on your lid and you're kind of out the door. Very, very pretty. In terms of this lipstick, it smells really good, very pigmented. Of course, I'm gonna have to see how it wears, but I love the color. I feel like a lot of kind of looks I'm seeing have this really pretty kind of burnt color and then the really rosy face or even like the burnt blush face with neutral eyes. So I love this. And then of course I'll have to try out the Tarte Maracuja Mist more, but my first impression is good. No overpowering scent, nice mister like the Morphe. It's kind of settled my powders in. Didn't make me super, super intensely dewy. I don't feel sticky or anything like that. So I do like this. I think a lot of people really enjoy this. I'll be interested to see how it compares to the Morphe overall, but my first impression is good. So this concludes my trying new makeup. It was kind of a mess, but I didn't want to scrap the video. I really wanted you to see my struggle with some of these products. Of course, I will try them again and keep you guys updated on if I have a different experience. But I did find some gems here today. Really, really excited about the M Cosmetics blush in particular. I love that ColourPop highlight, and I actually really like this Too Faced brush. I didn't think I would like it, so really excited to try these products out. Some of them a little bit of a miss. Hopefully I can get them to work. If not, I will update soon. Thank you guys again so much for watching. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.